Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It is Friday. Can you believe that it's been another week of online classes? I don't know about you, but for me, it's going fast. So hopefully everybody had a good week and you are ready for the weekend. So I wanted to take a moment today and just say thank you to all of you. You know, this week was Teacher Appreciation Week, and we've seen so much love and support from all of our students and our families out there during this week, and it has truly meant so much, you have no idea. So I wanted to say thank you, and I want to take a moment and talk to the students and say thank you to you. I appreciate you, because I don't know if you realize this, but we're a team. We're a team. With all the students that I've had since September and all of the new students that I have now that are watching these videos every day, and I think about all of you, and I hope that that this experience is working for you. We are a team. So here's the deal. Without you, the students, I couldn't do my job as a teacher. And without me doing my job as a teacher, it wouldn't be so easy for you to learn as students. So the amazing thing is we need each other, right? And we work together and we're a team. And I couldn't be more honored to be your teacher or to have you as my students. So thank you so much to all of you for tuning in every day or whenever you do, and taking this journey with me and learning together, because you're not the only one learning. You're learning and I'm learning, and we're learning together, and together we grow. And it's a beautiful thing. So thank you so much. And it got me thinking. So, you know, my job, I'm a mom too, right? I'm a mom and I'm a teacher. And there are other teachers out there that are moms and they're teachers, or their dads and they're teachers. But here's the deal. You all have adults at home, whether you live with a mom or a dad, or two moms or two dads, or your grandparents or an aunt or an uncle. Everybody's family setup is different, right? But no matter who you live with, I know that you all live with family that love you and care about you. And guess what else they do? They teach you. Even if their job isn't to be a teacher, they teach you every day. They teach you to be kind. They teach you to be respectful. So, you know, when they say, like, pick up your toys, or they say, can you set the table? Or they say, whatever it is that they ask you to do at home, you know why they do it? Because they love you and they care about you and they want to teach you how to be responsible, right? So your family members, whoever it is that you live with, are teaching you every day. So I thought it would be cool, since everybody's been showing us so much appreciation this week, if you could, over the weekend, you could do it today or you could do it over the weekend, draw a picture of someone that you live with, one of your family members that you live with, that teaches you something at home, okay? To say thank you to them. And so you could draw a picture of you with them and them teaching you something. So maybe you're cooking together, maybe you're cleaning the dishes together, whatever it is that you're doing, and you can say thank you. And you can find your own special way and special time on the right perfect day to say thank you for helping me learn, and thank you for teaching me, and you can surprise them. What do you think? All right. So thank you all so much. I am honored to be your teacher. Now let's learn. Okay. So yesterday we read a book about, remember, a grasshopper and an ant. Right? It was the grasshopper, and I think it was in the ants. I only have a picture of one ant, but it was about many ants. Do you know why it's about many ants? Because ants live in something called colonies. Colonies, it's almost like a family. They help each other. So they help each other to carry food. They help each other to do things to survive, and they travel almost like in a parade all the time, right? So usually if you see one ant, you know, you might be getting more ants. Now, here's the really cool thing. Ants are actually amazing. I personally don't like if I see one in my house, because I don't think that they belong there. They belong outside, right, in an anthill. But they are truly amazing. So I want you to watch a video and learn a little bit more about ants, because I don't know if you know this, but they're super strong. Can everybody make muscles like this? Usually when you make muscles, you don't think about ants, but ants are super strong. So I want you to listen to this video, learn a little bit more, and I'll meet you right back here.
Squeaks and I just got back from a picnic outside. We brought all our favorite picnic foods, sandwiches, fruit, and even some cookies for dessert. That's true! We also got some unexpected visitors. Some ants came to check out our picnic too, and they carried away some of our crumbs. The ants that came to our picnic were worker ants, and it's their job to collect food. See, ants live together in homes called anthills, and if you've ever seen a little pile of sand on the sidewalk with ants crawling all over it, that's an anthill. The different ants that live in the anthill have different jobs. There's one big ant called the queen. Her job is to lay all of the eggs that will hatch into baby ants. Then there are the males, all of the boy ants whose job it is to take care of the queen. The queen and the males hardly ever leave the anthill. The rest of the ants are called workers. They do things like build the anthill tunnels, protect the anthill, and go out to find food to bring back for the queen and the males. You're right, Squeaks. The worker ants do have to work really hard. They need to find enough food to feed themselves, the queen, and the males, not to mention the baby ants. Luckily, the workers have some special skills that help them to find plenty of food. When a worker ant is out looking for food, she uses her great sense of smell to sniff out any food in the area. But instead of using her nose like us, she uses her antennae, the two little things sitting on top of her head. An ant's antennae are actually better at smelling than a human's nose. They can easily smell things that people can't smell at all. And when a worker ant's antennae smell some tasty food, like the fruit at our picnic, she can follow the smell until she finds the food. Now that she knows where the food is, she can use her eyes to look around and see what's near the food, like a tree or our picnic basket. If she needs to find the food again, she'll look for those familiar sights until she finds the food. And ants will eat just about anything. Most ants are omnivores, meaning that they'll eat plants, other animals, and all sorts of things. The different foods they like to eat all have different smells, so the ant can smell out which one she wants to bring home. And ants love sugar, so it makes sense that they went after our cookie crumbs. You're right, Squeaks. They were really big pieces for one tiny little ant to carry. But ants are incredibly strong. They can carry something that's up to 50 times heavier than they are. That would be like you picking up a small car. But if something is too heavy for a single ant to carry, a bunch of other worker ants will come and help her out. Squeaks, how do you think the other ants find the first worker ant? That's right, they use their antennae and their sense of smell. When a worker ant is on the trail for some tasty food, she can leave a smelly trail behind her, which the other ants can follow using their antennae. When a whole group of ants is following a trail like this, they form a line of helpers ready to use teamwork to move some big food. At our picnic, they even managed to move a whole cookie together. One ant is pretty strong by herself, but by working together, these ants are incredible. I'm glad that they came to our picnic too. And I'm glad that the whole anthill will have food now. What about you? Have you ever seen worker ants looking for food? What would you look for if you had super smeller antennae? Thanks, and we'll see you next time here at the fort.
All right, so did you learn a lot about ants? They are busy, busy, busy workers, aren't they? So did you hear that there's one queen, and what does queen start with? I took the crowns down, but queen starts with Q, and of course Q-U, because Q and U always go together. And who stays on the anthill? The hill is where they live. Who stays on the anthill with the queen? The males, right? Male means boys or men, males. And who are the ones that go out and work and find the food? The females. Female means girl or woman. So the female ants go find the food, and the male ants stay on the hill with the queen ant. All right. Now, speaking of ants and ant hills, I happen to have some ant hills here. So let's review our numbers. We've done this in class, but we really haven't done this online. So let's review our numbers. I know you do a lot of numbers in Mandarin and in Spanish, but we need to make sure we know them in English as well. So we have 0. Nobody said O, did they? O is the letter, right? 0 is the number. 0, 1, 2. Are you saying them out loud? You say them out loud with me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can you go higher? I think so. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Yes. So I'm going to pull a few random ones out and see what we've got. I'll hold it up. You call out the number. Ready? 13, 9, 14, 20, 7, 18, 3, 19, 17, and let's do one more, 15. Okay, so that was just a quick little review and some numbers. We'll review the numbers 0 through 20. Every week we'll do a little bit, okay? All right, so there's another word that we haven't talked about this week that starts with the letter I, which is our letter of the week. And it starts with the short I. What does short I sound like again? It sounds like I. And I'll give you some examples and see if you can come up with the word. Piano, a violin, a guitar, maracas, banjo, drums, a fiddle, a flute, a tambourine. Did you figure it out yet? I think you did. Say it out loud. It starts with I. Those are all instruments. Instruments, and there are different kinds of instruments. There are scientific instruments. Those are the tools that scientists use to conduct experiments. Those are called instruments. But musical instruments are all of the ones that I just named. Now, why do I bring up instruments today? We don't have quite enough time to study them all today. So the reason I bring it up is because you are going to hear a lot of them in the book that we're going to listen to today in story time. And the story that we're going to read today is about 2 insects. Can you guess which 2 insects they are? An ant and a grasshopper. Does that look familiar? Do you think that I'm forgetting and telling you what we did yesterday? An ant and a grasshopper. What did we read yesterday? Yesterday we read the grasshopper and the ant. And today we're going to read, yesterday it was called the grasshopper and the ants. And today we're going to read the ant and the grasshopper. Can you believe it? All right, so make sure you come back for story time to find out what the difference is between yesterday's book and today's book. Now, let's talk about what you have to work on today. I would like for you over the weekend or today to draw a picture of you and a family member that you live with, of them teaching you something, okay? And then at the perfect time for you, you give it to them as a gift and say thank you. The other thing that you're going to do is I want you to draw today, after you're done with story time. Remember what the woman said in the video about how ants have super smeller antennae, okay? And then she asked you a question. I want you to answer it with a drawing. What would you look for if you had super smeller antennae? So I want you to draw a beautiful collage of all the great foods that you would look for, all right? So everybody enjoy drawing, enjoy the ant and the grasshopper, and I will see you in story time, and I will see you on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.